Welcome back, Nuggets. This mother clucker's got some thoughts. Let's ruffle some feathers and get into this live stream. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hello, Wide Ride over on Twitch. Good to see you. Who else have we got here? Hello, everybody. Hey, Darkwick. Is it just you in here at the moment for mods? Yes, it is. Thank you so much for coming in and modding today. We've actually got some new people coming in, which is really awesome to see. Sorry, I wasn't laughing at your name, Scholar Sheep. I was about to say hello, but then I saw the rabies is spreading. Hello, Gwen. But hello, welcome in, Scholar Sheep. Hello, Marianne. Hi, Lucy. Never caught a live before. Welcome. Hi, Furball. Hello. Hey, Nutty. Good to see you in here. Hello, Barry. Hello, Joke. Yeah, what's going on with this rabies? What is this? Here to make sure people get their appropriate amount of rabies. I love it. I love it. Did you know? Because I'm a little bit weird. I have a favorite infectious disease, and it's rabies. It is. Hello, Joel. Hello. Hey, Iris. I also saw earlier, I just wanted to catch it. I don't know if my system caught it, though. I can't highlight it. I'm sorry, because it's before I open, but where is my... I need my back end. Give me my back end. There we go. Thank you so much, Kitty Simpin, for joining the clucking crew. Welcome. If you're still here listening, thank you. You have access to the Discord if you want to. If you have trouble connecting your account, just DM me. I'm Vera the Chucken everywhere. And Veronica, I'm so sorry to hear that you're not feeling well. Your favorite is tuberculosis. That is a solid favorite. Can we get the lore of why it's your favorite infectious disease? I have to say, I think there's a little bit of a morbid fascination with it because in Australia, we just don't have rabies at all. And the concept of living alongside it is quite frankly horrifying. And the fact that, like, there's only been one person in all of history who has apparently been cured of it. But let's be honest, it was in the 50s, so was it really rabies? Was there something else going on? It's effectively, once your symptoms start, you are clucked. And I don't know what it is about that. It tickles me. Hello, Creative Mama. Hello. Okay. Guess what today is? Today is the first stream of the month. And that means two things. One, it means chicken daddies, and two, it means I can gift memberships. So I will do that at some point in the live today. But for now, anyone whose birthday is in August, prepare your pantaloons because this is your chicken daddy for the month in all of his majestic glory. And his hen here has a little apron on. It's adorable. Whose chicken daddy is this? Who does this belong to? You hatched, Joke. You did. Thank you so much. You've been a clucker for 6 months. And you are a tiny fuzzy little chick now. Majestic. Marianne, this is your chicken daddy. I love it. He and I enjoy the same footwear. Yes, we have that in common. Personally, I'm low-key surprised that this hen is not digging into all this fresh produce, because if this were any of my hens, she would not be sitting politely on this chair here. No. Hello, Secret Burb. Hello. Is the sound very low? Why is it low? Why is low? Testing. No, I'm cranked. I'm maxed out. Is it low? Is it low for anybody else? I don't know. I'm weirded out because I haven't done anything different. What is going on here? Sounds okay to you? IRL rabies is one of the few diseases you're terrified of, so maybe you'll move to Australia with the boomerangs instead of... Or is that Africa? No, that's us. That's us. But just know that you will be substituting rabies for spiders bigger than your head, many types of snakes that will take you out, jellyfish that are the size of your thumbnail that will take you out, a whole lot of weather that will take you out, and yeah. Do you still want to avoid rabies? New Zealand doesn't have rabies either, but it's only their weather that will take you out over there. And let's not forget those drop bears either. My goodness. Hello, not Jethro Tull. Hello. People still get the plague in the US. I know. The plague is around in many countries still. No rabies in England, but we have Madonna. Oh. We have Tyra Banks. I just learned that. And I'm like, I don't know about that. She's running an ice cream shop, of all things. Of all things. If memory serves me, I once read about a bird that had caught a snake and dropped it on someone in Australia. Oh, that sounds very plausible. Probably cockatoos, I would bet, tend to drop things on people. Hello, Spoilt Kitty. Hello, Nerdly. And our bogans, those will take you out hard. Yes, they will. Hello, EC. Hello. All right. Send Tyra back. Yeah. Okay, so welcome to Rachel Week. Possibly Rachel Fortnight. And depending on what she does, maybe Rachel Month. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But Rachel has made a return with 2 videos in very quick succession, which is her pattern. She'll usually release 3 or 4 like within a day of each other and then disappear for another 4 weeks, which is what she did last time. So it seems, and I don't know because I haven't watched it yet, but potentially Clucker number 7 may have either happened or be in the process of happening as we speak. Hello, Rue, welcome in. And yeah, Rachel Week, yay. And it's this video here that I'm talking about. So Rachel is getting ready to pivot to Rosie. And I cannot express how anxious that makes me. You know, like, this woman has exhibited many times that she does not handle sensitive topics very well. And the way she speaks about these things is actually quite damaging at times. And especially to people that have experienced these things, where she can either promote misinformation or be very dismissive or just have a general bad take on it. And I think when I think about Roz, there's so much going on there that I think needs a delicate touch. And I just have this visual of Rachel coming in like a steamroller and just, I don't know. And you know, when you consider that Rachel has the tendency to go and get weird IRL and Roz has the tendency to go and get weird IRL, I don't know. This is gonna be a ride. I don't know. I don't know. Because on the one hand, I'm very anxious about that particular combination of people. But on the other hand, it's going to be very good content for this channel, isn't it? Realistically, like, you know. But in this video, we are going to cover this, but Rachel has already put up a pinned comment saying, "Hi all, I had intended," so sorry, just in case you missed it, this is on Paradise, so she's talking about Stefan. "Hi all, I had intended to pin further informative a further informative comment with additional details at the top of this video, but the video got demonetized before I even posted it. Just side note there, I have something to say about that. So I think the less I specify here about the nature of accusations against Stefan, the better. But do please have a look at the resources in the video description, plus whatever other stuff you can find online. So, Rachel, not going to be doing the research for you. No, you need to go do your own research. It is really worth noting that the defense used by Stefan in this case was that his actions did not meet the specific definition of certain crimes in his particular state. Safe to say, that's a crock of old shite. Anyway, defo go read the stuff I've linked and maybe watch the documentary for more info. If I made any big errors, I will update this comment. How does that make you feel? So, oh dear. Sorry, bots are taking over the Twitch. There we go, got rid of it. So already this video looks like there's a lot of bad takes in it. I haven't even watched it yet, but considering it's been demonetized, I have downloaded it and I will edit it to make sure that it's YouTube safe. So the thing that I wanted to say about the fact that the video got demonetized, if you're not a creator, you may not be aware that YouTube actually has functionality to prevent this from happening or to help you sort it out. Because here's the thing, when something gets age restricted, which is what she's talking about, not demonetized, it's the wrong terminology, YouTube doesn't make any money either, right? And YouTube wants to make money. So they have a particular setting that you can pick called unlisted, where you can let it sit and go through all of its checks, and they will let you know if there's problematic content within that video, so that you have the opportunity to pull it, edit out the bits that are offending, you know, the algorithm, and then re-upload it. So the fact that she A, hasn't figured out how to get around this, and B, hasn't worked out terms of service yet is beyond me. She's been on YouTube for over a decade, and we still haven't figured that out. Anyway, end of rant. Makes you feel like a high schooler wrote it. And something else that I'm going to take exception to with this particular video is she hasn't even watched the documentary yet. So she just decided to do a video on Stefan without watching that video. I don't know how much research she's done, but immediately if she hasn't watched that documentary, I think it's not enough. So, yes. Anyway, why not fact check your info before you post so you don't have to update errors? EC, what are you doing bringing logic in here? So anyway, my point being, this is going to be a very interesting video. I suspect Clucker number 7 might be in it, or it might be coming very shortly, but I need time to edit this to make it YouTube safe. I need to work out what she's done wrong, basically. And I'll tell you what it was too when I find it out. But for now, we're going to watch this video, which was the first video she came back with. Now, this is probably going to be a two-parter. Logic on a Monday? She made a video without watching the doc. That's crazy. I could give better advice and I'm not a YouTuber. No. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, so this one is going to be talking about Amber and basically what Amber's been doing on TikTok. I did put up a little poll on YouTube asking if you wanted to skip the what I eat in a day because it's going to be our 4th time watching it or not. And most of you have selected no, we want to see all of Rachel. Okay, so you want to see her bad takes on it, basically, is what I'm reading into that. So I'm going to end that. You're all a bunch of masochists, I see. Good to know. Good to know. I don't mean to be rude, but when the chats cover her face, I really thought, is Vera actually covering DSP? What is DSP? The fact that I have eyes behavior. Actually, there's supposed to be a little cute background. There we go. It's supposed to do that. I don't know why it wasn't working. Oh, Dark Side fell. Right. I haven't seen that content. I'm sorry. So no, coincidence, I suppose. But yes, it's supposed to look all pretty like that. That's what it's supposed to look like. Gotcha. Okay. Alrighty. So let's get into this video. Since you don't want to skip it, we're going to watch it. I think I'm going to aim to get to hopefully this midpoint right here, and then we'll pick up on Friday where we've left off. And then I'm thinking, unless something happens with Roz, we will probably do that really bad video on next Monday stream. So this time next week. Ah, it's pretty. It's my dots. Everybody likes my dots for some reason. I don't know. There's a Yummy. Hello, Yummy. You're filling out school paperwork for tomorrow. You get paperwork as a parent? I'm sorry. Welcome in, Yummy. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. All right, let's get into this. Let's see what she has to say for herself.
Oh my god, hi. Welcome back. It's so weird to be filming.
Oh geez. Okay, that energy. Sorry, the volume is wrong. Of course the volume is wrong. Whoops.
I haven't filmed in over 60 days. Crazy. We're going to just crack on with the regularly scheduled programming, I think, which is going to be Amberlyn Reid, and she's back. She's on TikTok. It's well, the cycle is cycling, right? She started again with her weight loss journey.
Also, can I just say that it seems that Rachel has upgraded her area to have some manner of like laser dots, and there's always one on her face. This is going to royally piss me off, and I can already tell it's going to royally piss several of you off as well. Oh my gosh. Fuck, what bangs. Oh, I have something to show you. Yes, I'm gonna let this play while oh no, I can't do it while I'm live. I will bring it next time. I have something, an association I made.
She's done a couple of live streams on YouTube, which we'll watch in a different video. But today, we're going to basically peruse her TikTok and just see what she's been doing, what's been happening, and watch her jump around and exercise and talk about her diet. And I think it's going to be kind of interesting. So let's do it. So I have Amber's TikTok here.
Is she sped up or caffeinated? I mean, I don't know. I haven't got her sped up. She may have sped herself up, but I've actually noticed a few times this year, actually, almost all of her videos start like that, and then she comes down a bit. So I don't know if she's like experiencing anxiety to be recording a video, or if she's excited to be recording a video, or whatever the case may be, but something's happening at the beginning of these videos. You read someone's area, and all I think is David Bowie's area homepage? Please explain, Rue.
Yeah. You can see, like, she kind of started up on TikTok making these eating videos, and if you look at all of these thumbnails, it is just, I think, giving tourism, to be honest. It's just like her stuffing her face. And to be fair to her, like, if we're honest, and I want to try and be, I think that she has definitely lost.
I want to try and be honest. Is that something that you need to try for? Is it like something that's not a default setting? It's something you need to consciously be aware of? Okay.
Lost weight if you compare like this face to the face from whenever it was, like a month ago or whatever, maybe not even as much as a month, like 2 weeks ago. She does look smaller now, so that's good, I guess. I don't know. I obviously have to address, I just spat, the elephant in the room, which is me, right? I am fat too, and I've gained weight since I last made a video. I understand the struggle. So here is Amber's TikTok. She started, I think it was like...
Yeah, I noticed in her comment section of this video that people are saying that, you know, she's gained a lot of weight, and she references it a lot. Personally, on this channel, I don't care. I don't think it matters. I wouldn't have addressed it if I were her. That maybe she's just trying to get ahead of the hate. She did actually cop a reasonable amount of hate for this video, and that's just what I can see. Yeah, maybe she speeds herself up in the beginning to hold attention and then slows it down to lengthen the video, quite possibly. Yeah. But it's definitely nothing on my end. She's a bit harsh on herself. Yeah, I agree. Like, just, you know, I don't know, it's a non-issue, I feel. But I guess the thing about Rachel, though, is that she is quite looks focused. There's been many videos where it's like almost the first sentence out of her mouth about commenting on how somebody looks, or, you know, like I'm thinking about is it Jacqueline Hill? Is that her name? Straight off the bat, like repeatedly at the beginning of videos, she will comment on somebody's appearance in some way. So maybe that also extends to herself, or maybe she thinks that's how everybody thinks because that's her worldview, you know. Yeah.
It's like roughly 2 weeks ago with these kind of starting on the diet videos, and you can see she's just got this kind of like string here of videos of her eating. And then as time goes on, she starts to kind of show the thumbnail is pictures of the food rather than her own face. And we're just going to start watching some and like kind of get into it. Let's have a look at the sort of things Amber's been eating.
Alright, you guys,
Hey,
it is
Amber.
time for me to show my dinner. If you have not watched my other TikToks, I'm in a calorie deficit. I'm eating 2,000 calories a day to lose weight, and I'm showing you guys every meal that I'm eating.
To be fair to her, if she eats 2,000 calories, she is going to lose weight, right? 2,000 is like maintenance for most people, but for somebody of her size, she will definitely lose weight on 2,000 calories. The problem is that she's the cycle is cycling, as I've said already. It's kind of like doing this.
Is anybody able to look at anything except that laser dot on her face? Is it just me? Oh, never mind. The dot that shows on her face is a lamp she has. She addressed it in the second video. Right. I hate it. She didn't change it though, did she, in the second video? It's still there. You're thinking it's still Emily's influence, allegedly. Me and my tinfoil hat. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Hello, Azul. Just got back from your long run. Are you serious? 22 kilometers in 2 hours. My goodness. I am in awe of you. And you were literally hoping for a Vera stream on the way back home. Oh, I love that. I love that.
The same thing and expecting a different outcome. That's the vibe that this kind of gives. I mean, if you think about it, how many times have we seen Amber do exactly this? And not just down to like filming her eating and her new kind of diet or whatever, but literally down to like what she's eating. So she makes the same food all the time. I think she has like varied it a little bit in later videos, which we'll get into, but like it's a huge pile of cottage cheese and meat, and like, cool, eat what you want, I don't care. But I do think that she's doing and eating the same stuff that she did and ate in previous weight loss journeys, which didn't result in success. So it does kind of beg the question, like, you're doing the same thing and thinking that something different is going to happen, you know?
So, on a huge bed of lettuce, we have cottage cheese. I'm telling you guys.
Why do you all want to watch this for a fourth time? That's alright. I'm here for it.
Just listen to me, okay?
Mm-hmm. About what? Sorry. Listen, we all know who she is, right? And this is the beauty of Girl World. It's silly and funny and haha and whatever. But this person, Amberlyn Reid, is a horrible person.
She's stolen my nail polish colour. Madam. How dare you? Because, you know, she can totally see me and knows what colour nails I wear. Yeah, she keeps the dot because she knows it's irritating. To be fair, it would be incentivizing engagement, right? Because she would get inundated with people being annoyed, like comments. It's all engagement for the algorithm. She could be rage baiting. Reminder, I checked off no. Noted, Rue. I apologize. You want to see Rachel talk about it? You want to keep an eye on Rachel's antics, true, because there could be a gold nugget buried in here somewhere. Vera, I thought you knew that we enjoyed suffering together. Oh my, yes. It's become a little bit of a cultural theme, especially around the Cluckers only live streams. We definitely suffer together. Her laughing at this makes me feel like Rachel's painfully unfunny IRL. Yeah. Yeah. Rachel is just always Racheling. I agree, Nutty.
And she's like really, really fucking awful. So like, cool, she's lost weight. She's like being healthy and losing weight, like yay, cool. But it doesn't negate like, where's Rarity? You know what I mean? I'm not over that, and I hope no one else is.
You know what I'm not over? Flirting with a DV victim to get the tea that wasn't really tea, and then saying that you wipe your banknotes with tears and calling your audience idiots.
Ground beef.
Wow.
Season it. Cook it.
Why is she speaking like that? I'm sorry, I feel like such a bitch already, but like out the gate, why are you talking to me like that?
I'm not even joking.
Newsflash, Rachel. She's not talking to you. She's not talking to you. Oh no. Oh, she's come out swinging, hasn't she? Why does trauma bonding mean we have to go digging for the trauma? Do you or do you not enjoy this verbal? You shared the site about David Bowie's area. Oh, that area. Yes, I'm familiar with that area. I'll check it out, Rue. Maybe not on a live stream, but I will check it out. You too wipe your banknotes with tears. Wait. Is that what I said? Did I say it backwards? You bet Rachel isn't over Emily either.
Add your taco seasoning. You don't need a lot. But add chunky salsa while you're cooking, but make sure the meat is already cooked fully. But add the salsa into the meat so it's not a cold salsa. You're getting like a warm salsa with the meat. It is so flavorful because it's literally...
I mean, like, that sounds good. I'm sure that tastes great. Cool. Like, putting salsa in meat. Like, novel. But the thing is, it's just kind of... Like, we have to address the sort of, like, funny irony of taking any kind of eating advice from... Oh, well, I was about to say, actually, eating advice from somebody of her size. Actually, you could argue that, like, fat girls... know what's good, right? Like, never trust a skinny chef. It's kind of like she clearly knows what food tastes good because she's been eating it.
Wholeheartedly disagree. You've all seen Roz's cooking, yeah? This is not fact. No. Hello, Layla, welcome in. Flirting with a DV victim and perpetrator. Yes, correct. Hello, Tegan. Welcome in. Hello. Happy August. You missed the chicken daddy. Head back to the beginning if you want to see him. What is that face? It's giving zooted. Maybe. Is anything legal in the UK? I think the UK has similar rules to us. Yes, Rosie begs to differ. What is Rachel? I don't know. I don't know what she's talking about.
Then again, maybe not. I don't know. That probably isn't actually a universal rule. It's just so funny watching Amber again.
Just like tomatoes and onions and jalapeno. It's nothing crazy, but honestly, it volumizes the meat and gives it spectacular flavor. So, I am going to be having...
Oh, not these clucking chicken crackers again. I'm so overhearing about these. They trigger me every single time. Oh no. Yes, incorrect. When you get that size, it's because you no longer care about the way food tastes. And just to add to that, Rue, as well, what we've seen is you're getting to that size by inundating your palate with sugar and salt and so you destroy it for all other food. So yeah, I don't think there's any correlation there at all. Someone being big doesn't mean they have good taste. In fact, food addiction, I think I can say that, can lead to dulled taste buds. Exactly. Especially talking about sugar, there's been studies that have shown that it actually changes the way your brain interprets taste and what you get out of it. It's kind of like a substance in that way, where you have to keep upping the ante in order to keep getting the benefit of it. Really? Texas passed the harshest weed laws in the US. Right. Amber having the Vera chicken crackers. It's not just because they're chicken. It's because if you're crackering something that does not cracker naturally, it's not good. It's so highly processed. Chickens are friends, not crackers. Why does this all sound vaguely racist?
A little bit of crunch-a-dunch, okay? So these are the
Why is she talking like that? It's so strange. A little bit of crunch-a-dunch, okay? Like, girl, just be yourself. I don't understand why she's doing this kind of... I don't even know, like, what the word is for it, and I think I've tried to talk about it in other videos in the past.
It's TikTokisms. Really, that's what she's trying to do. It's the influencer, I guess it's almost like an accent at this point, isn't it? Or a dialect, or what would be the word for it? Where are my linguistic nuggets? I know that there are some in here, but there's just a distinctly influencer thing, and especially on TikTok, that's what Amber's doing. I think it's weird because Amber is a little bit old to be doing that. It's not part of our generation. Wait, is Amber in my generation? Yes, she is. Rachel is just salty that Emily chose ALR over her ego injury. Yeah. Yes, I was thinking the same thing, Iris. Just be yourself, as if you do that, Rachel. Well, to be fair, she has been doing that more recently, but she hadn't been. You want to be a cracker chicken? Maybe then Rosie will love you. Oh, yummy. Does it not count for anything that I love you? Amber is not Gen Z. No. Millennials all just entered their 30s. Amber is well into her 30s. More of an accent. Yeah, she really does want to be an influencer. Yeah, Amber is just trying to pass herself as a teenager on TikTok. Like, yeah. Well, more specifically, I think Amber is just trying to make money. I would be so interested to know how she's actually paying her bills at the moment. Hello, Boop Cat, welcome in. Yeah. Amber is a millennial. Amber's a millennial by a few years, I believe. What's the cutoff? Like 96 or something? I'm pretty sure, maybe 95. No, I think it's 96.
She puts on this, like, really affected voice. And it's like, if she was just talking normally to you as a person in the room, she would not speak like this. But something about being on camera, and I understand it, right? It's awkward. I'm on camera right now. I'm in a room on my own, covered, like, in lights talking. It's awkward, and inherently you're gonna feel a bit weird, and, like, you might talk a bit funny. But this is really strange.
I don't feel weird. Hello, Capu, welcome in. Usually a replay nugget. So nice to see you in here. Millennials are 82 to 80, 98, 99. I want to argue that. Who makes these laws? I have words to share with them. Hello, squishy jelly frogs. First time in chat? Welcome in. Yes, mannerism-wise, you think she's more Gen Z? Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost like she's compensating for the fact that she has no personality and is just kind of talking in a funny voice in the hopes that we won't notice how boring she is.
Rachel nearly made me do a spit take of my tea. And it nearly went all over my microphone. She is coming in hot with this. There's so much here. I'm delighted for her.
Protein crackers. If you guys haven't heard of wild chips, it's literally such a good source of protein. If you're a snacker and you love chips, it's made out of chicken. And it's so good.
I don't believe that product is just chicken. No way.
Crackers before though. So this is a first time for me, and a serving is 20 crackers. Oh, they stink. So let's just try one.
Now we've got the chewing and breathing. Who voted for this? Shame on all of you. Oh, Squishy. I loved my stream with Nikki the other night. Had to check it out. So glad I did. Love the coverage of Rachel. She's messy. Yes. I know. I'm so glad that I was able to, like, at least resemble something of myself on that stream. You can see how much I talk in my lives, and I literally prepare 40 minutes tops of raw footage to do in a 3.5 hour stream, whereas Nikki's like sniping, so she's doing things real time and doesn't want to fall too far behind. And so if she's watching a 3-hour live, that would effectively be a 9 to 12 hour live stream for me that I would talk all the way through. So I was trying to be on my best behavior to not derail her flavor. But yes. ALR brought out Rachel's true mean girl personality. Yeah, and I really think she could have made that work for her. If she hadn't pretended to be somebody else from the get-go, I think, like, Girl World loves a mean girl. She totally could have rocked that.
Are you going to use words or?
Oh my god. They're so good.
Okay.
It's smoked Gouda flavor.
So it's definitely not just chicken then, if it's flavored with smoked Gouda. Anyway, this is boring, but it gives you an idea of like what she's been doing, right? She's been eating that stuff. Cool. Let's go a little bit like later in the journey and see where she's at. She's done like a bunch of days of eating, so I'm just going to dive into a couple more. Let's watch this one.
Hello. So this is everything that I ate today. I'm going to be showing you guys all my meals.
Oh, she looks depressed in this one. She looks sad. She am I wrong? She looks kind of sad in this one, huh? Let's see what she eats.
I'm staying below 2,000 calories. I'm also doing intermittent fasting, and I'm telling you guys right now, after only one day of doing this, because today's day 2, I already feel so much better. So
I think that's quite a dramatic statement to make. And I think if you were a kind of healthy, sort of normal, fit person, or even just kind of a normal, non-food addicted, non-fat, non-sort of swelling person, you might hear that and be like, one day, what the hell? But actually, speaking as a fat girl, I can attest to like one day of very clean eating.
Okay, so yeah, she's bringing this up semi-frequently. We're only like 7, nearly 8 minutes into this, and she's brought it up, what, like 3 times now? So what I'm reading is that Rachel is incredibly self-conscious about having gained weight, which I think for the vast majority of people, they're like, whatever. Does it matter? But perhaps she is self-conscious about having gained weight because now some of the content that she wants to talk about looks hypocritical. But I feel like the vast majority of creators in this space are either on a health journey themselves currently or have been at some point, and I don't feel like this needs to be referenced this much. Hello, Pammy Poodle, welcome in. Hey, KY Dad, hello. The dog just woke you up at 4 a.m. I'm so sorry. Happy to entertain. A non-swelling person. Yes, that was the words she used. Yeah, you usually replay nugget, but you fell behind a bit. That's okay. Life sometimes. It's been rough lately. Hopefully it's coming out of that little pattern for you. I know sometimes, things ebb and flow, don't they? It's life do life sometimes. Hello, Tanya. Welcome in. You're not that late. Not really. We've essentially just started, sort of,
Next day, you can feel like a kind of difference. I think a lot of it is mental and it's probably like somewhat a placebo effect. But it's definitely true. If you have one really healthy day, the next day you wake up and you just feel better, probably because your blood sugar is lower in general, your insulin levels are lower. So you're just like feeling less shit. But I do believe that at her size, with her medical conditions, I truly do reckon that one day of like more healthy food probably would make her feel a little bit better. But I also do think that she probably kind of like hams that up in her head because she wants to keep herself motivated, which, like, cool, I guess. But yeah, I don't know, she also just looks sad in this video. Like, are you okay, girl? Something wrong,
And if I'm consistent for a month, 2 months, 100 days, like, I'm so excited. So
thing is, though, staying consistent for 100 days is bloody hard, and I just don't think that I just don't think it's I don't know. I don't want to. I understand that loads of people lose significant amounts of weight, and you just have to have that one successful go. But I think that in order to do that, oftentimes there has to be a switch flicked, or like some sort of change that makes you, I don't know, makes you realize like, fuck, I have to do this, or that makes you kind of act differently, or that sort of, I don't know, is kind of different than all of your other attempts.
My goodness, that was a mouthful. She's pulling on this neckline an awful lot this episode. Hello, Pebblehead. What program do I use for my PNG tuber? It's OBS. It's all done in OBS. Well, no, Secret Burb, she said herself that she's put on weight since her last video. But yeah, like I say, who cares? Hello, Helldoll, welcome in. Okay, so we are about 45 minutes in. I'm feeling like this is a good time to drop some memberships on you all. Prepare your pantaloons, everybody. Where am I? Where am I? Are you holding on to your pantaloons? Sending them? They're coming out? Oh, is Quirky in here? Hello to Quirky Moments. Thank you, Yummy. Congratulations to everybody who just got gifted memberships. You have access to the Discord if you want it, but you also have access to all of the live replays that I link on my channel as well. There's heaps of them. They're all the grey ones. 45 minutes. We watched, what, 10 minutes of a Rachel video? Yummy. It was 9. Are you all giving me chicken butts and juicy peaches? Thank you. Oh, she's not here, but she wanted me to... Okay, gotcha. We'll tell her hi back.
And that could be an internal mental thing that we can't see. It could be that has happened for her on this occasion, and if that is the case, cool. But I think it's just a bit funny as an audience member who's watched her for so long to see her do the exact same thing she's always done and then claim that this time, she expects to do it for 100 days. I don't want to be really, really negative because I know it can be done, but I just think that if you're going to try and do something super different or have super different results than you normally have doing something you've done before, you kind of have to do it in a different way, because then you're more likely to have success because something's different than it was before. Does that make sense? Sorry, I laboured that point slightly, but I just think that she's doing something we've always seen her do so many times, so the likelihood that it's going to work this time is low, I suppose. There's also just the sort of fact that, it's Amberlynn Reid, the girl who could never do it. I mean, I don't know. I'd love to think that she could lose the weight, I suppose. I don't know, because I'm not going to sit around wishing for someone to fail, right? That's just really unnecessarily cunty, and if anything, would just say more about me than it would about her if I'm wanting her to fail. But I do want her to take accountability and tell us where the fuck her cat went and stop abusing partners.
Is that a little bit of growth? Is that growth that we just witnessed there? I don't know. Maybe? Yeah. So I've been saying a lot leading up to this point that I am here for a Rachel redemption arc. I'm ready for it personally. I want to see her grow. I want to see her turn all of this around. I want to see her move in the correct direction, and I want to celebrate that with her. It does look like that we're not quite ready for the redemption arc just yet. That's okay. That's all right. It doesn't need to be right now. But maybe that's a little bit of something. Well, I mean, I don't know. She always was acting like she was good, but Discord showed otherwise. Yeah, but maybe the whole react again thing has humbled her. It hadn't previously. I don't know. Maybe a little bit. Let's be optimistic and say maybe yes. Maybe just itty bitty. Is it real growth, or is she taking notes from your videos? Honestly, either would be good. It's a good step in the. It would be the correct direction either way. I don't know. Yes, I was just thinking that too. Yummy. Yummy. Yammer. Can't speak. Gotta let her marinate a little more. I agree. But it might be just a little glimmer, just a tiny little sparkle of a little bit of something. Maybe.
Etc, etc. But you know, I'm not one of these people that's like, she can never ever ever do anything right. Like sometimes she does things right sometimes, but yeah, I don't know if this is what that is.
First meal is 2 clementines, and then I made this like,
can I just say, this plate is fucking massive. How many eggs is that? That looks like,
if you be quiet and let her speak, can she speak? She will tell you it's not just eggs.
Such a ridiculously huge portion of food, I think.
Gramblings!
Like, the size of that plate. That's like a serving dish. I would have that in the middle of a table full of fruit, like a fruit bowl kind of dish. In fact, I think I have, like, basically that exact dish, like, full of fruit on my table downstairs. It just doesn't look like a plate, you know?
egg scramble type of deals. So we have...
Not the egg scramble type of deals. Fuck yeah, clock it. Sorry, I hate myself.
3 eggs. There's chicken.
3.
Oh, hell doll, just DM me. I'm Vera the Chicken. I'll get you in there. It's a syncing issue with YouTube and Discord where it takes a bit of time. Sometimes people find that they need to log out and log back in, but just DM me. I'll send you the link. Yeah, you unironically still like Rachel. She did something brutally stupid and it took a moment, but you think she was humbled a bit. I hope she was. I really hope that she did learn from it. My concern is so far we haven't seen a great deal of learning. That doesn't mean it hasn't happened. But yeah. Hello, RX girl. Your 15-year-old daughter lost over 100 pounds just doing vegetarian. You're so proud of her. That's awesome. Tell her she is doing the clucking thing and this mother clucker is proud of her. It does look like a serving dish. It does, yeah. Yeah, it does. Did Rachel say cluck it? No, she didn't. She said the actual swear. I hear it too. I really do. I've done double takes with both Charlie and Rachel in the past when they swear, and I'm like, did they just say cluck? No, you just start hearing it after a while.
That looks like about 6, but okay.
A serving of shredded cheese. I put tapatio on top afterwards.
Stunning.
Some scallions. Some seasoning.
Speaking of scallions, I call them spring onion. Last night I had a tuna baguette for dinner. Oh my god, I bought red. Sorry, my hoodie's like a bit small, so I keep pulling it down. I bought red spring onions. I'll put a picture of it here. It's like a spring onion, but it's red. Oh my god, I've never even seen them before, but absolutely life-changing. So paying. Highly recommend.
That is what I'm having for breakfast.
Cool. I don't want to see you chew.
It was so good.
Is it? This is back when people thought that she was doing this for the feederism of it all, because she was putting clips, like long clips of her chewing. Somebody in the comments says the chewing with the front teeth. I can't. Yeah, I mean, same girl.
I think it's absolutely that kind of content for sure. Oh, I know, Lucy. I do need to just do the clocking thing. I need to update my merch. I do have some merch. But yeah. Time is my eternal enemy, unfortunately. But I will get there.
Somebody says give it 5 days max. I mean, yeah, I think she's gone more than 5 days now, or at least she appears to have gone more than 5 days. No idea if that's really true. And this person, Jess, comments, "Girl, I love you, but please get a dark brown eyeshadow pencil. Why do you use red?" I think that is a fair criticism. Her left eyebrow is way darker than her right eyebrow, and they're just...
Is it? Who the clock cares? Who cares? They're eyebrows.
Not the right colour, are they? They haven't been for ages. I almost feel like she does it on purpose. I feel like it's rage bait. Like, having so many comments about your eyebrows and then not changing them. Maybe she likes them, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she said herself she doesn't like them. So it really makes you think, like, why are we still doing it? You know, just change it up. It's not hard, right? I found a picture of myself with my old eyebrows from, like, I don't know, 2017. They were so thick. I guess skinny eyebrows.
I don't care about your eyebrows either. I don't care about anybody's eyebrows. Shut the clock up.
Brows are coming back in, right? So I've skinnied up my eyebrows. The only part of me that's skinny at the moment, let me tell you.
So this is like the 5th or 6th reference. Is anybody keeping count of how many times she talks about her weight, whether obliquely or directly? Oh, you got a mug, Lucy. Oh, that's awesome. What's the quality like? I'd be interested to know. But it's your fave, so that's awesome. Yeah, is that an attempt at being relatable, or are we Emily dog whistling with food declarations? Rachel learning? I thought she learned every single thing in the entire world with her philosophy degree. Yummy. This is salacious gossip. Vera doesn't care about eyebrows because as a chicken, she's jealous she doesn't have any. Actually, Freddie has eyebrows. They are very thick and very tall, very majestic.
But my old eyebrows used to be so thick. Anyway, this is boring. Let's carry on.
Nature's candy, baby.
I hated that. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Nature's candy, baby. And then I freeze on this. I'm going to vomit. Luckily for you guys, well, for myself, actually, I now film standing up. So I'm like a bit more active while I'm filming. But also, if I need to vomit, I can just quickly run to the bathroom and I don't have to pull my chair out. Anyway.
Oh my god, she said vomit. Now I can't be on live. It's disgusting and it's going to ruin my night. Sorry, that was a Roz reference for anyone who doesn't follow Roz.
Oh.
Alright, you guys, so it is time for lunch. I have tons of lettuce, and then...
Listen, I feel like I'm less of a hater in some ways of this diet situation type deal that she's currently doing, because my mum has lost loads of weight eating basically salad and cottage cheese and some protein. So, you know, this, like, cool. I figure if you can keep eating it, you can lose weight on any type of food, any calorie deficit, as long as you can maintain it and keep eating it, right? So if you're not depriving yourself in that period, you're more likely to keep eating it. The problem is that, in my opinion, to my taste, this looks disgusting. But I hate cottage cheese, and so I would think that, right? If this to her...
Jeez. Yes, emetophobia. Although emetophobia is supposed to be a fear of doing the action or watching somebody else do it, not just hearing the word. Yeah. Let Rachel find that out. You know how she's gonna say it just to get under Roz's skin. Those two, I swear, Roz and Rachel, this is gonna be a bad combo. It's gonna set Girl World on fire. I'm predicting it going pear-shaped within 12 months. Like a serious, serious invasion of boundaries within 12 months.
It's delicious. Like, eat it. I don't care. I'm not going to sit there and begrudge her this odd meal. God knows I've had many a girl dinner. So, you know, but it's just that sort of long-term thinking that I just don't expect she's going to continue doing this, because it's so different. from her normal diet, and it's so extreme. Like, this is just, I don't know, is it extreme? Maybe it's not. I don't know. Let me know what you think of this dish in the comments.
I have leftover lean beef from yesterday where I have salsa, taco seasoning, some other seasonings, some type of...
But, like, you think about it, right? Would it be a good fire, though? The drama would be dramaing. It depends on your perspective. I think a lot of people would find it very entertaining. I just can't help but feel very anxious about it. I don't know. I feel like both of those people can be dangerous, more so than Emily and Amber, who are a little bit more implosive than explosive. And I don't know. I don't know. But when you think about it, she's gonna contact Remily. And contacting Remily is not the same as contacting Emily. I don't love it. I really don't. It's going to be a feral cat fight between the two. Yeah, but then innocent people will be brought into it. It took you 6 months to become pear-shaped. Oh, nothing beats eating a bowl of ice cream and watching my favorite mother Clucker. I love it. You think Emily is far more dangerous? I think Emily is more dangerous to the person that she's with, but not necessarily to the people surrounding her. Whereas I think Roz is more dangerous and Rachel more dangerous to the people surrounding them. So that's what I mean by it's a little more outward than what Emily focuses it all on the one person, which is incredibly dangerous to that one person. Yeah. They both lack the boundaries needed to be relatively okay. What do you think the worst thing that could happen? I mean, realistically, if they're just interacting with each other and destroying each other, I don't really care. But I think Rachel could get involved with Remily. I think Rachel could get involved with his parents. I think, she could start reaching out to Roz's parents and potentially even affecting Levi. And it's just, there's a whole lot of shit stirring that she can do, even though there's a sea between them. I think she has the ability to be chaotic in a very damaging way to all of those people. Protect you, Rosie, unblock me. Hello, Pegasus. Remily might make the general public safer by streamlining Roz's journey to bedbound as she moves everything but her mouth less and less. Yeah, well. So, I don't know. I think this situation has the potential to be not good. But from a girl world perspective, from a content perspective, it's going to be so much better than Amber ever, anything she had to offer. But at what cost is my point.
T.O. and then I have a serving of cottage cheese on top of here for some crunch.
Okay, I'm bored of the wild crackers. We'll leave that there. But that was enlightening. Let's see what she eats in this one here where she goes to bingo. I assume it's bingo. God knows she doesn't go anywhere else, right? Not me thinking she kind of looks okay with her hair up like this in this particular shot. Am I feeling all right?
Happy 4th of July. Single thing that I ate today in a calorie deficit. First things first, I was just
sitting here contemplating whether I'm going to let that slide or not. I mean, sure, why not?
For breakfast, which I normally cook something or make something, but this was just easier for me.
So I am going to go out on a limb here and say that this is trash. You do not need, if you're not hungry, don't eat breakfast. Like, intermittent fasting is so powerful. I know look at me, I'm a few pounds up since I last filmed. Very
8, I think we're at 8.
Conscious of it. But I feel like, just being honest, is the best way to keep it moving, right? I'm a fatty, you guys know. It's an up and down. It's a
9.
It's a wave, which I think people know, right? Anyway, this is not a smart move. Waking up in the morning and drinking a sugary protein drink is just going to make you more hungry later. Just skip it. Don't, if you're going out and you don't know what you're going to have and you don't want to eat, just don't eat breakfast, so that you have like more calories to play with, but also you're not spiking your insulin really early in the morning. And the other thing is, this is just fibreless like processed crap. And I don't think, unless you're a bodybuilder or somebody who is like very hard in the gym and really needs the extra protein, you have no business drinking something like this.
So something that I've learned from doing this historical deep dive with Rachel is that when she started in Girl World, she actually started with some really significant like boundaries around citing sources and making sure that you're not just making stuff up on the spot. She was well researched. She had entire source sections at the bottom of her, like in the description of her videos. At some point, I will pinpoint it through my journey, but at some point she stopped doing that kind of content because it's effort, right? It's harder to do that kind of content, and turned more to this pure reaction that is a lot easier and a lot faster to produce. And this is, if you've been watching carefully, and I've mentioned it a couple of times, this is something that I've deliberately done myself this year because of the bullshit schedule that I'm doing, but I'm going to go back to it once we do the big move. And that's just because I know that this year I'm extremely time poor, but it's still important to me that content is going out. So this is not a live though. What she's done, this is an edited video. And she's completely dropped all of her ethics around, you know, making sure that it's not misinformation. And to me, that looks very similar. Like it's the path of least resistance, right? It's earning the most money for the least effort. It's exactly what all of the girls do. Yeah. She's calling herself fat to take the sting out of everyone else. It's like in Pitch Perfect, you know, how Fat Amy is like, she calls herself Fat Amy, so twig bitches don't do it, is what she said. Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going on. I just like when people who know nothing about nutrition and exercise and just talk. I agree with you. Yes, I very much agree with you. Sometimes what she says is accurate, but a lot of the time it's either out and out incorrect or taken out of context. We just don't understand nutrition like the girls do. Yes. Yes. As a Brit, her constant weight comments are just classic self-deprecation as a cope. We love doing that. Yeah, valid. Very valid. Bartholomew has decided Rachel is so exciting, he's gonna chase his own tail. Anyone else wish we were doing that with Bartholomew? Hello, Althese. Hello, hello.
My humble opinion, granted I'm not a dietitian, laughing at this comment. Any chance of a weigh-in? Haha, I highly doubt it.
For today, just a Fairlife Core Power, which is 170 calories, gets in my protein.
How have you fit 170 calories into that much liquid? Like, do you not question, like, what's in that you're getting that many calories from something that you drink? Girl, there's no fiber. You don't even have to chew. It's just not good.
26 grams. Okay, so I got...
What do you mean? It's milk-based. What do you mean? What?
Couple shrimp.
This is giving Chinese buffet. I think this is the Chinese buffet. So despite her weight loss intentions and the severity of her obesity, I always feel like I have to nod to my own obesity when I mention hers, because I feel like it's, I don't know, it's like, but I've already addressed that, right? So we'll just keep it moving. But yeah, it's just like, you've gone to the Chinese buffet. What are you doing? Are your family not aware of how much that's going to trigger you? And the likelihood of a relapse or like failing on your diet is so high. It's like saying, oh, I'm an alcoholic and I'm trying not to drink, but I'm just going to go like walk around the liquor store. Why would you do that?
Rice, crab, green beans, broccoli.
I mean, all of this.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Rue. As you said earlier, Rachel has a long-standing habit of trying to mask her insecurities and embarrassment with sarcasm. I agree. And I think what that shows us is that she really cares what people think still. And I don't know how healthy that is to be a content creator, especially in girl world, if you're in that state. I don't know if that's good for your mental health. Feel like a lot of high-calorie foods are low volume. Yeah. There's no fiber and protein. Sorry. Oh no, you're all making me laugh. That's not how calories work, Rachel. Yes, the Rachel weight gain is stored in the protein shake. Oh dear. Roz needs to try a Woolies and Metamucil. Oh no. Oh no. Where did we see that? What were we watching the other day? That somebody was like pouring. Oh, that was a bad phrase. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, I'm gonna have to go edit that out now. Oh, 1 hour, 7 minutes. Okay. That was a naughty phrase for anyone listening. So what were we watching? I can't remember. But yeah. Oh, it was a Cluckers only stream, wasn't it? It was the cardboard guy? The cardboard? Yes, the cardboard guy. Yes.
This is fried, right? Those green beans, sure, they're just green beans, but it's not like a plain steamed green bean. That will be fried in oil. So it's just probably anyway. So it's, I don't know, man. It's just like, if you're trying not to spend money, don't go to the mall. If you're mall, I don't call it a mall, shopping centre. If you're trying not to waste money on betting, don't go to the betting shop. You know what I mean? If you're trying not to eat this kind of food, don't go to the Chinese buffet. And it makes me question, how supportive are her family? Because if you know your daughter or cousin, niece, whatever the heck, it won't be cousin, but is trying to lose weight.
Why is she developing a quiver there? That's interesting. Oh no, I didn't say a bad word. I said a phrase that YouTube determines as the self-ouchies, which means that they will slam this stream if I don't mute it. So yeah, it's just part of the joy. I shouldn't have said it. I know better. Although the good thing about YouTube is they do tend to be a little bit more forgiving with lives. I think because they understand that things can happen spontaneously. If that had have been in a video, I would have had to pull it. I would have edited it out, but yeah.
Wouldn't you say, let's not go to the buffet? I don't know, I'm labouring the point. I just feel like this is not going to be anywhere near as few calories as she's probably going to assume that it is, and it's also just like kind of playing stupid games and then expecting not to win stupid prizes, you know.
And 2 little pot stickers.
Okay, what I said about her hair earlier, I take it back, although my own hair is questionable right now.
Also got a water.
Gotta hydrate to be great.
Rachel's alt girl era, you know, where she had either like dark green hair or purple or blues or whatever, it was a good look for her, but she used to part her hair on the side and it really softens her a lot. But she's kind of relentlessly stuck with what everybody makes fun of. Maybe rage baiting, maybe she enjoys it.
It's the narcissism for me. Like, just imagine you're out for dinner or like lunch with your family, you put your phone there and you're just filming yourself, like pouting and making little faces. I don't know. It's we're in pretty dire straits here, right? Like, why are we glamorizing this, which is basically you tempting fate by going to the Chinese buffet? And we're supposed to be like, oh my god, wait, let me try. Like, you look so cute. I don't know, man. Yeah.
Okay, so got a second plate. I tried to pick out the
Buffet confirmed, second plate.
broccoli from the beef. A few more
A bit selfish, you've taken all the broccoli. I'm just kidding. Okay, cool, this is random. I mean, it's giving bariatric, like, patient, this plate.
Honeydew.
Oh my god, wait, do any of you guys know about Becky Jones? We have to talk about Becky Jones at some point. Because girl has disappeared. She's become so skinny and she's like swearing down to the ground that she hasn't had any weight loss surgery, and I just think it's all a lie. But we'll talk about that in another video. Anyway, just
I don't know who that person is. Is anyone familiar?
reminded me of this.
Strawberries. All right, you guys.
Third plate.
I got some more green beans, some more broccoli.
I just feel like this is just kind of what I was saying. It's like you're at the Chinese buffet, you're tempted to eat more food, and you're trying to make good choices, but you're making good choices within an environment that's set up to make you fail. It's so much harder.
It's just so good. 2 more cute little shrimps. Oh, you got some of the broccoli? It's good, isn't it? So good. And I got.
Are you talking about this row? You could easily argue that's a form of live streamed and or otherwise monetized. Are you talking about like Amber eating at the moment? Because if you are, the platforms agree with you. And just because they're not actually like actively, yes, yeah, the buffet, yep. Just because the platforms are not actively doing anything about it right now doesn't mean that they're okay with it. It is within the terms of service and community guidelines that this is glorifying this kind of condition. Yeah. Yeah, you don't know who it is, but you really hate when people talk like weight loss surgery means losing weight with no clucking effort. It's not. I agree. I know a lot of you watch Shaun of Steel. I've really enjoyed his channel. I mean, he has a bit of a crazy sense of humor that I really like, but I've enjoyed hearing the process that's behind it, and it is a whole lot of suffering. Like, let's be honest, it's not the easy way out, but it is life-saving for a lot of people, and there's still a massive amount of change that you need to do in order to make it successful. Are they really? Major advertisers on the platforms. I once got told, actually I got told a few times, that there were like diet pills being advertised on my Eugenia videos. Don't love that. Yeah, if you lose if you lose weight with surgery or medication, you won't learn to control your eating, and you can eat through the medication and surgery. So they're really just tools to help you make changes. Yes, and ultimately the lifestyle changes still need to happen alongside that. And when you hear Shaun of Steel speak about it, you can really hear that like he needs to be really careful still, even though he's a couple of years out now. Really careful about his caloric intake, and he needs to be really on top of his exercise. And the reality is that he has had to make major life changes in order to continue to be successful. Yeah.
Their big onion they had in there.
She's laughing at the big onion. Okay.
I need to touch up my lipstick, but I put 700 calories. It was mainly just like
700. I think 700 is a gross underestimation, in my opinion.
The highest calorie thing was probably like the rice. Also the few pieces of shrimp.
Actually, I think the highest calorie thing, it will be the oil that everything was fried in, that you can't see, that you're not counting.
But not bad for a buffet type of deal.
Except that it's not accurate, right? She's just plucked 700 calories out of the air to make herself feel better. No, girl.
Just watched fireworks and she's getting gas, and she went inside and she came out of the little like convenience store. She's like, I got us some protein. She's also on a journey.
Do you see the irony of Mama Lynn being like, oh, I drove you to the buffet and I'm gonna like tempt you and make your situation harder by driving you somewhere that I know for a fact you've exercised your food addiction in the past, and now you're buying her a protein bar. Like, oh, it's all going to be fine, I've bought you this protein bar. Kind of nice to see she's hanging out with Mama Lynn again, to be fair, because I think they're
protein's become a bit of a buzzword of late. It's like the recent thing, and it is true that if you're trying to lose weight, protein increased in your diet can absolutely help. And protein's one of those really interesting things too, because it can also help you bulk up. Like if you're trying to put on muscle mass, But that's why there's so much talk about it. Hello, Dexla, and hello, Mels. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Yes, this is valid, AC. Building on that, if you lose weight through surgery or meds, the addiction can transfer so easily. The statistics regarding alcoholics and gastric bypass surgery is saddening. Yeah, yeah. You got to do the like the therapy work and everything alongside it to develop new coping mechanisms, because like food, I think a lot of us have experienced food can be such a powerful comfort aid that when that's removed, you really need to be prepared to back it up with something else, or you'll spiral. It's a tricky one to just cut out. Yeah.
Friendship, but you know, their mother-daughter relationship is super important. It's the only relationship she...
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Okay. I don't want to bring too much down on Mama Lynn. I think when you break down their history of things that we know, I really think she's between a rock and a hard place. She is 100% an enabler, but I think I've said this before, I'll just say it again because there's, you know, bunch of new people, and I said it like a year ago, I think, with Mama Lynn and Amber. You know, they had an extremely strained relationship until Mama Lynn got clean while she was in prison and fully got off of some very hard substances that she was addicted to. And she is coming out of prison clean, reconnecting with her daughter with the knowledge that she did some really bad things to her daughter. She put her daughter through some really horrendous things like foster care and like witnessing her parents under the grips of substance abuse, and you know, there's all of this stuff. And then you've got Amber, who is a pro manipulator. And I could absolutely see that Amber has got Mama Lynn in a place where it's like she can't say anything. She can't. Because as soon as Mama Lynn says anything, Amber will be like, oh yeah, but you know, you gave me a shit childhood, or where were you when I was, you know, young and gaining all this weight and things like that. So I feel like Mama Lynn is in this spot where she's like, I want my daughter in my life. And in order to do that, I kind of have to play along to get along, right? And so that's why, yeah, she is an enabler, but she's also, I don't know, it's almost like emotional blackmail, isn't it? Yeah, she's in a very difficult position. She is. And it's yeah, so I don't want to put too much blame on her. I think she's doing the best she can with the tools she's got. She's also protecting her own sobriety, which I imagine would be very difficult with somebody like Amber in your life. And yeah, it's hard.
She really has. She has a girlfriend who doesn't care about her, cheats on her, and who she never sees. But her mum is her only real close person. So it's probably good for her mental health that she is seeing her mum. There's another one here where she looks like she's gone out, and it's got way more views than any of the others. So let's watch this one. Built Bar. Girl, this is just chocolate. Like, it's just candy. You shouldn't be eating that. Brownie Puff Protein Bar. Oh, is this one where she doesn't speak? Denny's. Okay, cool. Someone's put in the comments, it's exhilarating watching the cycle again. And like, it really is. I feel like I have a new lease of Girl World life. She's doing it all over again. Also, what is this? What in like the ultra processed, deep fried shit is this?
Oh, look at your fruit.
Oh, she has fruit.
Oh,
Okay.
so cute. Oh my god, I haven't had a banana in forever.
Why is she...
We haven't watched this one. She's still not counting the oil that it's cooked in, clearly.
doing like that? My neighbours are building a shed, so if you can hear like banging, I'm sorry, I'll try and mute myself where I can. But also, like, saying, so bacon, ham and fruit, 426 calories. There is no way that that is what this is, because a banana alone is like 100, right? So that leaves 326 calories for some fried meat. Like, is she, does she not understand that that's been fried? Like, I don't know. Am I crazy right now?
The thing is, at night you clean them, like...
So strange how she has
Amber.
these like snippets of people speaking in the background of her videos, of these videos. Really odd.
Huh? Good job.
Huh?
Thank you.
This is so...
Yeah, you can't tell me that this isn't feeder content. And that's exactly what she's trying to replicate, because she had a handful of videos go viral where they got over millions of views each. And she's trying to replicate that, but she doesn't fully understand why they went viral. And yeah. No, she shouldn't be eating a lot of fruit either. It's still a lot of sugar, and it's still, like, volume-wise, relatively high in calories, low in volume. A 100-calorie banana would be a big banana. I don't know. I think it must depend on the country. Here, a standard banana is 110 calories. So, I don't know. Not the little, like, ladyfinger bananas. They're proper size bananas. Who did that? Who? Oh, Lucy, thank you so much. Wait, did you gift 5 memberships and then it gifted you one? I love that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Can we get some juicy peaches and chicken butts in the chat for Lucy? Thank you, thank you. Congratulations to everyone who just got gifted a membership. Don't forget, you can link your account on Discord if you want to. We do weekly streams over there. Thank you, thank you. You did. Yeah, it gifted you as well. Well, I mean, probably fair.
I mean, okay. 310 calories for those Cheetos. That's so much. That's crazy.
Thanks, Cramlings.
She ate out twice in one day. Oh, I understand it's hard, right? When you're trying to be healthy, you still want to go to social events. You don't want to miss stuff. And I understand that. But I don't know. I just feel like it seems like you could, well, I don't know. What was I about to suggest? You could not go, I guess. I don't know. Eat at home and then go out. I'm not really sure. I feel like it's fine for kind of a normal person who's just trying to have a normal calorie deficit, I guess, but Amber's situation is really severe, so I feel like this is just not the move. I don't know. This person comments,
Yeah, but the thing is, though, Amber doesn't actually want to lose weight. This is rage baiting. Oh, that's informative. According to the MS Copilot, a single Cavendish banana is 105 calories. Yeah. I mean, they are big, and they're relatively filling, but still, yeah. Yep.
girl, no, today was just a whole lot of processed food. Numbers wise, you may have been under your goal, but the processed food's gotta go. I mean, the thing is, this is the thing with calorie deficits, right? You need to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight, yeah. But what you eat does matter because it fills you up or doesn't fill you up. It gives.
She literally just said, okay, like, what, 15 minutes ago, she said, it doesn't matter, you can lose weight on pretty much any food. She just fully contradicted herself, proving that she is talking shit. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Is it rage baiting? I don't understand rage baiting. You have no internal concept of calories. I need scales and reference materials. Yeah, it's all math. Plantains are better than bananas? I've never had a plantain that I know of. It's rage baiting. Oh, we've coined a new term. Everyone remember Computer Blue gets credit for this. I'm stealing that.
gives you protein or fiber or whatever, it affects your hormones in your body and a bunch of other stuff. So you can lose weight eating McDonald's every day, but you're not going to feel good. We're going to click into some of her weigh-ins. Let's watch this first weigh-in.
Hello, you guys.
Hello.
Welcome to my first weigh-in on here.
She has a filter on in this video, I'm so sure. Look how smooth she is.
Honestly was not going to do weigh-ins, but I was like, why not show my progress?
But also, I'm pretty sure, I don't know for sure, but I think she doesn't actually weigh in live. So, you know.
Hello, cats, welcome in. Yes, Rue. Kitchen scale is one of the best things I've ever gotten. I use it for everything, same. And not just for like calorie counting or anything, but did you know that if you're baking and you're measuring things by cups or teaspoons or whatever, there's actually a huge variance that can happen depending on how compacted it is. So if you're looking to bake something and it's, you know, a tricky recipe and you want to get the same results every time, weighing is much better. It's much more consistent.
You know, doing weigh-ins or not doing weigh-ins, it's just saying a number to the camera or not saying it, right? It's just not actually probably reflective of any weight she may or may not have lost, or, you know, her true weight, because she's not really showing it. And she is, if she's anything, she's a liar.
People ask, like, are you going to do weigh-ins? Are you going to tell us your weight? So, a week ago, I weighed in at 549.0, which is the heaviest I have weighed in years. That is like
549.0 at 5'2". Let's work out her BMI. So if those stats are correct, her BMI was 100, which is a lot.
I have several thoughts on BMI. No, I don't want to do a rant. I don't want to. It just, look, it was made for a very specific demographic in a very specific set of circumstances, and it's not, I mean, regardless of what the BMI comes out as, we can see that Amber is not in a healthy state, so it's kind of redundant anyway, but I don't love BMI. I'm just going to put that out there.
23 pounds away from my heaviest weight.
Heaviest weight that she's admitted to, which was 572. She's definitely weighed more than that, I'm sure, but she just didn't get on the scale.
No, not going to be happening around here. I'm going to be 36 this year. Time is going to pass regardless, and I've realized recently
this mindset of like time is going to pass regardless is a really powerful mindset. If you apply that to your life in general, right? The days are going to pass, so you may as well use them for whatever it is that you want to achieve, because the time, one thing it's going to do, oh, I hit my light again, is pass, right? There's nothing you can do to stop it. But one of the craziest things is that Amber is 36 and nearly 36, and 36 is actually young. Like, it's really young. It's not super young, but you know, you still have time. You could have a baby if you wanted to, age 36, maybe for some people. You could completely change your career and still work in that career for another 30 years, at least in the UK. 36 is a fantastic age to start putting yourself first and prioritizing your mental health and your life and how you want your life to be. You have so much time left at 36, but that doesn't apply to Amber, unfortunately.
I agree, and it's something that always strikes me that, you know, all of the girls, including Foodie, are still very young women, and they still could have so much ahead of them, but these are not the choices that they're making. The only time you found BMI useful was when determining medication efficacy. There's so many like things that go into it that can skew it. And I think the waist to hip ratio is probably a better determiner of whether you're in a healthy range for your body type. And I think there's also a military one that they do as well, now that I think of it. But little side quest story time. So I studied exercise science, and disclaimer, did not finish the degree, still went through a lot of the courses. But when I studied exercise science, there's an actual like electro little set of like pads that they can put on you that can sense your body fat percentage, your bone density, your muscle density, and basically it gives you a really accurate reading. And just a note, the scales that claim they do that do not do that. It's not possible. You need full-on electrodes all over your body. And what I found out was, weirdly, I have very dense bones, or at least did at the time. And what they were doing was offsetting my BMI so that the only way you could get my BMI to actually match all of my data was to add 20 centimeters to my height, which they don't do, right? Yeah, waist to hip ratio. It's a full-on thing, really easy to do as well, just with a tape measure, and it's quite accurate for things like heart health and that kind of thing. Vera can't fly. No, dense bones. and it's true though, because like I've only ever once broken my toe, and even though I went through years and years of martial arts and things like that, I've never broken a bone, like a proper bone. Although according to Roz, I could like milk that for years. My broken toe. Yeah, BMI also gets weird if you're significantly above or below the average height. Also, if you're not Caucasian. Like, they've done studies with African Americans where it's significantly out just based on genetic makeup, and also people of Asian descent and things like that. It's completely wrong. You need to be basically sedentary, so you haven't built a lot of muscle mass, Caucasian, within a certain height range, which I think I'm out of, actually. And yeah, that's the only set of circumstances that it will work. Oh, and don't have dense bones. Vera has cassowary bones. Oh, I like that. Now you wonder if you do too, your clutch mates? Yeah. Well, you've done martial arts too, Yami. How many bones have you broken? Because I feel like you tend to break bones in martial arts, right? Caliper testing is really good too. Yep. When you're in your gym phase, you did caliper body fat percentage testing. You got 18% body fat and your BMI was still overweight. Yes, exactly. Yeah, anyway. Oh, sorry, side quest there. BMI bugs me and it shits me every time. You know, you go to the doctor and they ask for your height and your weight and you're like, no, I don't want to give you that because I know what you're doing with that. No. But yeah, the easiest one to do at home is waist to hip ratio. If you look that up, it's really easy to do, really easy little measurements and math with it. So it's the best indicator to be able to do at home. But don't buy into those scales. They do not measure it. They can't. It's not possible.
Because she has a BMI of 100, so she's probably not going to live past 50, as it stands, right? So for her, you can't think about the future the way other people can. The only way I think that she can make any huge changes in her life is if she actually realizes the kind of existential weight and metaphorical weight, and by extension, the physical weight on her, which is causing her to have this outcome, this prognosis in her life. She is not going to live for very long, and that's really sad. And like, the only way she can make any changes is if she actually admits that. And it sounds like maybe she is. I don't know. I always thought that a health scare would cause her to have this realization, but cancer didn't do it. So I don't know what will. And it's hard to believe that this is any different. This cycle is any different. I hope it is, but I just expect that it's probably not, based on previous stuff, right?
She's changing the way she's speaking. Is it just me, or does she sound a little bit like me right now? I'm just putting that out there. This is different for Rachel. Yes, Yummy. You never did break any bones. And you used to do soccer and rollerblading too. Yeah. Yep. Oh, so they moved your BMI targets in New Zealand with the high islander populations. They're denser statistically. Oh, I know. I take after my dad. You had your metabolism checked and the doctors say it's 14 years old, close to just 12 years off. Wait, is that in a good direction? What do you mean by that, Heldol? Hello, and Oh, how do I say this? How is this said? Ananani? Ananani? Am I saying this? That's very cute if I'm saying it right. Love it.
Time is going by so quickly. Things are going to be hard regardless. I need to choose my hard. I'm getting old. I have like a chunk of gray hair right here. You guys can't see it right now.
Yeah, I mean, 36 isn't old. But I suppose for her, as a percentage of her life, 36 is old.
Now,
Well, more specifically, what I think about is like her bio age, which also became a little bit of a buzzword that doesn't have positive connotations with it either. But when you think about the strain that she's put on her body, what it has to go through, how much harder the heart has to pump just to adequately circulate blood and oxygen throughout her system. It's essentially like having a car and really pushing it hard, like racing it and over revving it, and it's going to wear down a lot faster, and that's essentially what Amber has done to her body. So it doesn't surprise me to hear things like she's got a whole lot of gray hairs and stuff, although a lot of that is genetic anyway. But something interesting that I learned is that you can actually get gray hair with a particular B vitamin deficiency, and now I can't remember what it was. I don't want to say definitively because I can't remember, but I think it might have been 1 or 2. And then if you get sufficient levels of that back, it will actually reverse and you'll get the color back. Fascinating. Yeah, when your life expectancy is 55 thanks to weight related issues, 36 seems old. 36 is so young. Didn't the super wealthy biohack dude get cancer or something? Oh dear. That's not good. B1. Thank you, Polly Rocket. I knew I wasn't making it up. Yeah, a 29-year-old with grey hairs. It's like the same, some men will start losing their hair in their teens. A lot of it's genetic. A lot of it is. But having said that, it can also be from excess strain put on the body.
But if you looked closely, there's a chunk of it, okay? So I showed you guys every single morsel of food that I put in my mouth for a week straight. Did I lose weight or did I gain weight? I weighed in today at...
Before she says her weight, I'm just going to pause. This claim that she's shown us every morsel of food that went in her mouth.
I'm just going to pause that again. Sorry. Hello, Becky Reed. Welcome in. Hello. Starting back at the beginning. Enjoy the chicken daddy. Yes, sometimes it is from stress. Absolutely. You got your grey hair after a burnout at 28. I got a bunch of grey hairs when I was working in corporate, and that was a long time ago. That job was killing me. I'm not kidding. Maybe like 15 years ago now. Wow. 15 maybe no, 8 to 15 years ago. Yeah. That caused a lot of grey hairs, but I haven't actually developed any since, really. So yeah, stress is a factor. Genetics are a factor. There's lots of things. You did cramlings, you missed Chook and Daddy. He was majestic.
I don't know if that's true. I hope it's true, because it would be cool and interesting if this weight loss journey of this huge person was being documented on the internet for real, and it was genuine and true and real, and other 500-pound people who are perfectly good people, not like Amber, who aren't horrible and awful, could look at her story and go, man, she did it, so I can do it. Problem is, Amber has sold her integrity so many times that nothing she says can really be relied on. So her claiming she's shown us every morsel just means nothing. She also claimed that she didn't let Rarity out.
She is definitely shifting the way she's talking about things. She's less pointed, less judgmental, more open-minded about the way things could be. And then knowing how badly the next video goes, at least she's practicing it, right? At least there's some effort into practicing a new skill. I feel like that does count for something.
out. She's also claimed many, 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 many other things that we know aren't true, that we've proven to not be true. So therefore, nothing she says is believable or carries any factual value. So this is just her saying what she wants to say, but there's no reason for anyone to believe her, unfortunately. Her own actions have like devalued any kind of meaning or reality or integral value.
Although before I give Rachel too much credit, what I will say is she is speaking within her wheelhouse at the moment. She's not speaking on a topic that is completely unfamiliar to her. She understands weight. She can also kind of speak well on sexuality, kind of. No, she pissed off a lot of lesbians. So no, that's not true either. When she's within things that she has experienced and understands, she can speak well on them. I agree with you, Cats. Side-eyeing Amber's weight claims because she isn't showing the weigh-ins. She's just telling us. But to be honest, even when she was showing us, I didn't feel that it qualified as her showing us. You know, like when you think about the way Candy, Hungry Fat Chick, shows her weigh-ins, you see her full body stepping onto the scale, and then you hear the scale say the amount back. And unless you can like tear out those scales, or like zero them with a different amount, it comes across as a lot more sincere. Whereas Amber pointing it at the ceiling and then hearing it, it just doesn't, like, it's so easy to edit something. Just my opinion. Yeah. Now, Rachel, you flirted with someone for info. Fair. She still hasn't really taken accountability for that either, and I think that's why we're all still looking at that. She did an apology video that was nothing short of just blaming everybody else and deflecting, and so we're stuck because accountability, Rachel. Like, yeah, she can push through and try and have a redemption arc, but it would go a lot smoother if she actually just sat down and was real with everybody just for a moment.
Value in her narrative, her version of events. We know they're worth nothing from her mouth.
537.4. Like, okay, that means I lost 11.6 pounds this week, and
I think if that's true, cool. Like, good. A lot of that will be water retention dropping off. And that's great, and like, good for her, and I hope she carries on, but it's just, you don't want to get behind her. You don't want to give her any kind of support. Sorry, my hair's really annoying me. You don't want to give her any, too many claps or too many flowers for this, because you know she's going to probably undo it.
I am so freaking proud of that. I know it's water weight, I understand, but I'm going to embrace it because I already feel better. I have lipedema and lymphedema, so when that fluid and water is like lessening on my bones and my joints, and it just feels so good, genuinely.
Well, also, part of what makes your body retain that water is sodium, I think. So for every sodium molecule that your body stores, it has to also store some portion, I don't know how much, of water. So the less sodium you eat, the more you get that sodium out of your body. And like, I don't know if that's quite right, like biologically, but basically I know the less crap.
In an edited video, in a pre-recorded edited video, she could have just sourced this information. It would have taken like 2 seconds to just Google it. If this were a live stream, I wouldn't expect her to fact check herself real time. I don't fact check myself real time, which is why I encourage all of you to do it, because it's like, yeah, if we're live, we can discuss it, say if we're on the right track or not. But this pre-recorded video, just have the little bit of integrity to take a moment and go, yes, what I'm trying to say is correct, and here's why. It doesn't take long. You don't even need to show screenshots on the edited video. Just put a little bit of effort into it.
Crap and salt you eat, your liver starts to release stored glucose, and generally your weight drops and your body retains less water. So that's good, but I think in a later weigh-in, which we'll get to, she blames lymphedema for her weight gain, but here she's praising it for her weight loss. So that's a little bit strange. Let's watch the second weigh-in that she did.
You guys, it is time for that Monday weigh-in. Who's ready? So if I didn't have a scale, I would know that I'm losing weight just based on these few things. I'm breathing better. I'm moving better. My clothes are fitting better. I have so much more energy. It's insane. But a big clue.
I mean, valid, right? If she's had 2 weeks of healthy eating, she will be having those symptoms lessening, because that's what happens when you lose weight, right? So I believe that she's lost some weight. I'm dubious about, the longevity.
Who was, when I looked back at my day 1 versus today, day 15, I look so swollen, and it's only been 2 weeks. I know I'm losing a lot of water weight, but I have...
Listen, she's not wrong, right? I've seen people look at this and say she looks exactly the same. I don't really necessarily think she does. I'll put the two next to each other here, and maybe I'll add like some voiceover with my opinion, because right now I can't see them both at the same time. But I do think she looks more swollen in the 2 weeks ago video than she does in the one that she's filming now.
A severe case of lipedema. I also have lymphedema. So losing that water weight and that fluid retention, just drastically changes the way that I feel mentally and physically. But last Monday I weighed in at 537.4, and today, dun, 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 I weighed in at 527.6, baby. That means I'm down 9.8 this week.
I love how she puts these little screenshots here as if to suggest that we're supposed to believe that it's true just because she's put a screenshot of it up, and I feel like people will...
I disagree. I don't know if Amber would be feeling those sorts of massive differences already, because if you think about the percentage amount of herself that would have been lost in that, I don't know. I think she likes to present that outwardly. I don't know that it's actually something that she's feeling. 116 eyes are better than one eye. Although, would it technically be 232 eyes? Maybe. I mean, we don't know, do we? Why does Rachel have a green laser pointer in her mouth? I don't. It's annoying. It's her light. One of her lights in there. What are you trying to propagate, Cramlings? Hoya. I'm unfamiliar with that word, but now I want to know.
Will be saying to her, in fact I'll go on the comments, I'm sure people will be saying something like, we can't believe your weigh-ins unless you show it, show the proof of it. And I think that that's absolutely true. And then the next weigh-in is quite funny because she claims her scale's broken. We'll get to that in a second. But yes, you can say whatever weight you like, but fine. Somebody says, Bestie, you look the same as you always do. She looks the same, she's still huge and her face is the same shape and her hair's the same, but I don't agree. I do think she looks a little tiny bit less swollen now. I don't know.
Did you hear that sentence? Yeah, she looks the same, but I do think she looks a tiny bit less swollen. Is she just speaking for the sake of speaking at this point? Yeah, you think her percentage loss is negligible? Yeah, it is. Even though it's great to be heading in that direction, when we're talking about specifically the effects of that, I think the percentage is too small. 232 eyes? Did you buy all the potatoes? You're funny. It's a plant, but nothing should be propagated in winter. Yeah, fair. Hello, Laura. You caught alive? You did. Welcome in. We're going to keep going for a little while.
Maybe people don't agree with that. I'm absolutely screaming over this comment. Keep going. This will be you one day, baddie. And they've put an AI.
Oh my god. Who did this? No. It weirds me out every time people do this, because Amber and I look like we could be related when this happens. And I'm not trying to say that Amber and I look alike, but Amber looks very much, when she's slimmer, like somebody I'm related to. Very, very similar. Like, it's creepy. Hello, Viga. Welcome in. Stream of consciousness Rachel is your favorite Rachel. Yeah, well.
My picture of her. Oh, that's absolutely terrifying. Can you imagine this outside your house at night with a driving license? Fuck that. Horrific.
Why outside your house at night? Why is that the imagery she conjured in her head? It's very specific.
Okay, cool. She claims she's gained weight. Awesome. Let's watch a few more of what she ate the week between this one and the next weigh-in, and then we can do the final weigh-in and scale chat in a little bit. So I'm going to watch the next TikTok she made after that second weigh-in.
Welcome to everything I ate today in a calorie deficit. Your
Hello.
girls
Oh god, why is she shaking her? Oh, that's horrific. I feel violated. That's horrible.
weight.
Don't use that word in that context, madam.
Your girl's losing weight. Alright, you guys.
Somebody's commented this meme. Pushing 40. That's hilarious. Listen, there's nothing wrong with pushing 40. Some of your best life choices can happen, and some of your best years can be in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s because you have money and you have time.
Oh, it's all about the money, isn't it? Oh, jeez. It's not because you've accumulated enough, life experience to determine where things went wrong and so you're wiser for it. No, it's about the money, isn't it?
And you've learned about yourself. There's absolutely nothing wrong with pushing 40 at all, and we shouldn't shame people, women particularly, for aging. But it's just that she is not going to see, she...
Yeah, she has to mention the money. She's so focused on the money. Did you all... Okay, if you're all here enjoying this Rachel content, by the way, you need to go watch my last Rachel video that I did. It's if you haven't seen it already, this one. Rachel was into her from the very first video, that one. She just goes on about this particular rapper, and it's all about the money. Everything is so money focused for her. And she's never able to get out of it. It's like, to her, money is what, success is money and happiness is money, and she just absolutely doesn't have the ability to be able to get outside of that perspective. You're pushing 40 and you have no monies. I am after 40 and I have, well, yes, I'm building my caravan home, but yes, no monies. Interesting how she mentions money and not experience, or any of the other really, what's the word? Other currencies that somebody can have that you can be rich in at 40. There's a lot of things that could be seen as success or well-rounded or whatever, but no, Rachel's about the money. It's all about the money.
Yeah, anyway, you know what I'm saying. And we're starting off strong with another Built Bar. Amazing.
So today's breakfast is just a Built
breakfast? Bar. Come on. That's not breakfast. That's processed crap.
It's the brownie batter, and it's only 140 calories.
Every time I see Romeo, it's not his fault, because he's just a kiddie. Somebody bought him. Not his fault. But I always think of Rarity. Every time. I see Romeo, and I'm like... And I remember why we're all here. You know what I mean? There's other reasons as well. I've mentioned Rarity a lot of times in this video. It's not just Rarity. But I see Romeo, and I'm just reminded of her going, I would never replace Rarity. And then... Hector Kana revealing that she had a cat, and in fact it was true. And it's just sad, it's just so sad, and reminds us, reminds me at least, why. Did you see Hector Kana's rebranded now? I go in and I check on all of that crew from time to time to just see what they're doing. I'm going to do a Where Are They Now at some point as well. Illiterate platypus, thank you so much. Wait, that's the one that's dark. No, do this one. There we go. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Just wanted to say thank you for these amazing streams just in time to get on the treadmill today, but I need y'all to pray for me to survive. I low-key hate it. Have a nice day, everyone. Thank you so much, illiterate platypus. I nearly didn't get that out. Do the clucking thing. Don't do the workout you want. Do the workout you need. And do it. And do it. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, everybody's saying you can do it. Sorry, I'm catching up on chat. Just giggling to myself. That's all you can hear. Yeah, Saints and Zerbert, yeah, she is clearly self-conscious about the fact that she's put on weight, but here we don't really, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's a non-issue. I don't want anybody else in here to hear that that's an issue.
We're all here.
Hi, Kiki.
Okay, so I came to hang out with my mom at bingo, so...
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I was talking about Hector Kana. Yeah, he fully rebranded. I've forgotten what he rebranded to now. But he stopped doing Girl World and he's just doing body cam footage. I haven't listened to any of it. I don't know. I don't really like. There's something about the quality of his voice that just, it does some funny things to my ears, which is not a him problem, it's a me problem. But yeah, I also noticed that Studio Deets is back and is also doing body cam footage as well. Jawbone is still relentlessly being him, which I have respect for, and doing what he does. Hector Kana is a smarmy couch cluck. And Mr. Snowflake did not get enough criticism and blowback from his involvement in that server. Mr. Snowflake has a very, he's very good at, yeah, remaining outside the target area. Imagine when Rachel is 40, she'll be rich, fit, and know everything. Know every kind of spring onions and every kind of insect that you can eat too.
I got...
So her mum basically traded in a meth addiction for a gambling addiction, just to be clear here. And this looks like somebody who's on keto. I bet you this...
You don't know that woman's life, Rachel. You don't know the struggles she's gone through. You wouldn't know the first thing about overcoming an addiction like that. It's not a fair statement to put out there. I don't love it. It's just the way that everything is delivered in such fact with such confidence. But she doesn't even understand, she doesn't even begin to understand the complexities of coming through something like that.
This tastes great. Like, I'm not going to shit on eating a random selection of things. If, you know, it's in your calories and it's protein, it's what you want, cool, whatever, like, whatever, boring, don't care. But I just think that it's funny seeing her do this. I don't know why, because it's so unlikely to carry on. And she's so celebratory about this kind of symptom appeasing that she's doing by eating like this, when actually what she needs is like therapy, serious therapy, and maybe weight loss surgery.
Jawbone won you over with his dolphin rants, to be honest. He gave similar rage to Abby's dolphin facts to what I felt was required. Yeah, to clarify, everyone, because I always inevitably get a comment on my Rachel videos saying, I like Rachel. It's like, please don't ever take me sitting here making critiques about somebody as me saying you can't like them or that you shouldn't like them, or even necessarily that I don't like them. Actually, in most cases, I'm fairly neutral to the people that I cover. I just find them behaviorally interesting, and that's why I talk about it. There might be little bits and pieces that I get heated about, but overall it's a fairly neutral stance. But yeah, like, if people like Jawbone, this is absolutely fine. Like I say, at the time I said, I have respect for him standing by his own moral guidelines, and he was unapologetically himself, which I feel was the only person involved in that who was being authentically themselves. And so yeah, and look at it, he fared better. He's the only channel right now that's growing. You don't think that's a snack as much as a whole meal? I don't know if volume-wise I would consider it a whole meal, but it's poorly chosen. I think I would want to consume more volume, but in better things. Yeah, it's just words to her, and it's some of our literal lives. And that's one of the biggest criticisms that I have for Rachel, is that she speaks about these incredibly nuanced and deep topics, which is why I'm dying to get to that paradise one. But she does it with such a limited life view, and she doesn't even do it with an open mind of, you know, curiosity or intrigue about the situation, you know, where you want to learn about it. She does it from a very judgmental, closed-minded take. And the reality is that she's exhibited a few times in various videos that I've done that her life has been relatively adversity free. It's been fairly privileged. I'm not saying there's been nothing, and I'm not saying that because she grew up with money that means that there can't be adversity, but she is so limited in her life experience from what she has said and done that she has no business speaking about things like that. It hurts people who are listening to it. It sends incorrect messages to people who are listening to it. It's not okay. You getting heated is absolutely justified most of the time. One of the reasons I like these streams is that you're not hateful at all, just thorough analysis or thought out analysis of the behavior. Yeah, thank you, Platypus. That's what I aim to do. Holds up hand. Insects a meal? Yes. Many cultures all over the planet consume insects, and they're actually considered to be a very sustainable meat source or protein source moving forward, because the effects on the environment are much less than, say, sheep or cows or, you know, our current way of doing things. I agree with you, Rue. I agree. There is little I can't stand more in another than a lack of curiosity. Curiosity fuels intelligence and wisdom. I so agree with that. And that's what's missing with so much of her content. And you would think a philosophy degree would have prepped her for that. But to be able to sit there and go, I don't understand this. This is outside of anything that I've ever experienced. So now I'm interested in it. Now I want to learn about it. I want to know why that is that way for that person when it's not for me. That's where it should be, but she doesn't do that.
This is what they consider their keto meal, which is just a hard-boiled
it is
egg,
keto.
a burger with cheese, and usually tomato, but I don't like raw tomato, so I just got onion. So this is 320 calories.
So I made a couscous.
What is that? Is that a plant pot? I'm sorry. That looks like a plant pot. Am I crazy? It's giving plant pot.
Salmon type of bowl. So I have couscous down in there, if you can see it.
That actually looks kind of nice. Like, I would eat that, right? Yum.
I love couscous. Yes, yeah. Insects, they are a super sustainable source. They're also less impact than a lot of produce due to low water requirements and less methane. You know?
Love asparagus.
Got some pickled onion, garlic stuffed olives, asparagus. Oh my god, I love asparagus lately. And there's my salmon. So this came out to 540 calories. All right, so it is dinner time. I have Brussels sprouts and thin.
It's dinner time. Da-da. If you get that reference, you've watched The Empress New Groove too many times.
Pork chops that
I did not. I'm sorry.
In the air fryer. They smell and look delicious. So
they look like they are absolutely covered in seasoning.
It came out to 300.
I think they look like they're covered in oil. I think they look like they've got something. They're not just... Yeah, like the seasoning would be fine. It's whatever else is on them that's not.
86 calories. I feel like my eating today has been like, it feels like I've been eating all day long, but it's because I had that random snack at bingo, the cheeseburger patty with the hard-boiled egg, and I normally...
Oh, that's really interesting. Okay, 2 interesting things just came up that I have questions about. She found couscous in Oklahoma. Is this a thing? Is it either difficult to find or really easy to find? Please explain. And Dead Not Sleeping, hello! PSA, if you're allergic to shellfish, there's a significant probability you would be allergic to insects. That's very interesting. And I wonder if it's all insects or like, because you know, you can have grubs, but then you could have, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like, what are crickets? There's a word that I'm fully blanking on at the moment. It is hard to find. Interesting. Yeah, so I do wonder if it's all insects or if you would need to be careful. Like, would mealworms be okay, for example? Interesting.
Don't do that, so it just feels weird. But I'm staying under my calories, and that's all that matters. It is snack time. I'm gonna have a clementine, and then I'm gonna try these. It's dill pickle trail mix. So it has peanuts, corn sticks, cashews, pepitas, and almonds.
Very high in calories. Good for you, but very high in calories for very low volume. Mealworms are okay if cooking. No, mealworms are good for everybody. Seriously. but don't buy them from pet stores like somebody else. Well, yeah, My Strange Addiction. That was the first episode we watched. Oh gosh. Yeah, there's a safe way to do it.
I want to say she's like leaning on the counter because she can't stand up straight, but I think probably she's leaning on the counter to be in the shot. Anyway, I don't care about watching her eat trail mix, so let's stop that one. I think we're about to get into exercise Lynn. This video here looks like it's her exercising. Let's watch it.
Alright, you guys, so I thought this could be fun and productive. It's a little challenge type of deal that I could do with you guys.
I mean, listen, I've said it before, I'll say it again, the cycle is cycling so hard. Like starting up an exercise challenge, which inevitably she's going to quit. It's just funny. It's just her doing her thing again on the internet.
Actually, it's not funny at all, Rachel. It's dangerous. This is the kind of thing that needs to be monitored by a medical professional or a trained professional at the very least. Her heart is under strain right now. This is a medical emergency, and her just spontaneously doing exercise could actually be bad at this point. Like, and kind of like, I think doing things like resistance band exercises or maybe just some chair exercises, you know, things like that would be fine. But I would really want to see it under the guidance of somebody who knows what they're doing. Really, really scary. Not funny, Rachel. Yes, mealworms are very easy to farm yourself. After we do the big move, I would very much like to have a mealworm farm for the chickens. I've done composting worms before, and that was very easy too. They just eat everything. I was using them as a little tea farm. Because worm tea is really good for plants.
And like, it just, I don't know, man, it makes me happy. The comments, you've got this girl, any movement is building strength. Very proud of you, to be honest. Like, these are people who don't know who she is, who've just found her on TikTok and are like, I'm supporting this random fat girl. Hilarious, because they have no clue who she is.
Especially if you are around my size.
There's no X in especially.
And, you know, a lot of things have to be moderated. Is that the right word?
No.
Modified. Row. So I do a lot of
that row made me want to vomit.
Movement throughout the day, more than I did before this journey. Sometimes I even go to the gym. Yes, I do. Like me and my mom.
I do not believe that for a second, but she did post a picture in the comments about her going to the gym, and there's this photo of her and Mama Lynn, and it's hilarious because she's wearing like just normal clothes and has her hair down, and it's just quite gross. Granted, gym clothes aren't going to fit her, and I'm never going to shit on someone. Like, good for you, good for her, she went to the gym. Like, you know, fat people belong in the gym, everyone belongs in the gym, but it is just kind of funny to see her with her hair down in the gym. Like, tie it up, girl. That's gross, right? You know, she didn't go home and wash it, she's just sweating on herself.
We went today. Baby boy! Here, let me put you guys more on the edge here.
I'm good.
So yeah, me and my mom, like,
the edge is not something I'm interested in.
Went to the gym today. I try to do movement, but I do have...
Rachel constantly tugging on her neckline like that is actually making me feel claustrophobic. Yeah, you're right. It's dangerous. People have heart attacks shoveling snow all the time because they aren't used to the movements and strain. Well, when you think about it, the heart is already under immense strain, and then you're adding extra to it. It's possible. I mean, maybe nothing will happen, but it is possible that it decides in that moment that it's just too much. And like, I would rather see her get her diet in order and then start exercising down the track, or just doing very basic exercises to develop a little bit of muscle tone now. But like, I mean, really basic, you know, the sort of thing that you see on My 600-Pound Life. But yeah, the thought of her doing it outside of that, I don't know. Yummy. Yeah, we've been talking about mealworms. Did you hear? I thought you'd chime in. Oh no, your cat's name is Romeo. Oh, your cat needs to meet Bartholomew. It had never occurred to me to call him Roro.
Lipedema. So when I exercise, I get super swollen and I tend to fluctuate on the scale.
That sound was in her audio, by the way. Why do I feel the need to be defensive of my own audio? That noise was her, not me. But also she's saying here that her weight fluctuates when she exercises because she gets more swollen. Sure, but you just have to carry on and push through that and just ignore the scale and keep doing what you know is right. And she'll almost certainly use the swelling as an excuse to stop the exercise at some point, I'm so sure, because that is the Amber Lynn cycle. That's the classic, right?
I don't like seeing that. But anyways, we're gonna do modified jumping jack challenge, where I come on here, I show you guys that someone over 500 pounds can do it. I can't jump.
Oh, this is predilection content. Anytime you see the struggle involved, oh, people enjoy this, if you know what I mean. Like, really enjoy it. And you see the same thing at Eugenia's end, which is why she would constantly pick up and put down a heavy tub and struggle with a chair on a beach and things like that. It's predilection content. That's what she's doing, and she's putting this on a platform that has children on it. Awesome.
Like, I'm just going up with my tippy toes.
She could, she's just not trying. She's not actually trying. She's just going like this and then saying, I can't jump. That's a calf raise, which is also valid, but like, you could jump if you tried. Although she might hurt herself, so maybe best not.
So I do modified, where I go like this, and it's a lot of movement for someone my size, okay? But one day, I would like to be able to jump, okay? Like, I can't jump. So imagine one day I come up on here and I could do one normal jumping jack, like that would be so cool. But the challenge is to come on here, do my modified jumping jacks for you guys, and every single day I do it, either do the same amount of reps that I did.
Yeah, right? Hello, Savannah. Rachel, if she actually jumped, she would break both her legs probably. I think the more concerning, realistic thing that could happen is that she would topple over and fall down, and she lives alone. This could actually be a really dangerous situation. So I like the modified jumping jack, and I think that's light enough exercise that it's probably not super straining. But like, resistance bands, I'm telling you, they are not to be underrated, and I think they would do wonders for somebody like Amber. Yes, a pool, right? Roz doesn't know what she's got. Amazing, absolutely amazing resource.
The day before, or one more rep, okay? So it's like every day I'm looking for improvement. So let's do day one.
I mean, there's nothing wrong about like looking for improvement and celebrating your small goals and stuff. Like, sure, that's valid. But at the same time, like, ha ha ha, fat girl doing fake star jumps, you know what I mean? It's both, right? It's both. It's funny.
No, it's not funny, Rachel. Like, at least she's being her. This is authentic, at least. I'm not going to criticize her for being authentically her, but no, it's not funny at all. this is really incredibly sad, actually. Just like, need to step back and look at yourself. Just think about what you just said. You're looking at somebody who you yourself has said is approaching death's door, and you're sitting here laughing at her attempting to do a jumping jack. Gross.
But it's also tragic. Okay, let's go, Amber. Do some star jumps for me.
2, 3, 4.
That's it. I actually like that. I like that for an exercise for her.
5, 6. I'm not going to keep counting. I'm going to count in my head.
So is she going to exhaustion right now? Presumably yes. What was that noise?
Stopping at 35. Ooh, I feel the burn here. That's where I mainly feel it, and like lower calves. So I'm gonna.
She's not breathing heavily enough for that to have been to exhaustion, anywhere near. And also with reps, you're supposed to do sets of reps, right? So you do 15 reps and you do 3 sets of reps, totaling 45. That's fast math. They could use me in Tulsa. That was a Friends reference. But you know what I mean? It's like, oh, well done, you did 35, but you're not actually breathing heavy. So you could have done a lot more.
Come back tomorrow.
Oh dear. I really see the confidence in which it's said. Like, do you hear that? People are going to take that confident voice and attribute it as fact. I do agree that sets are going to be the most optimal way to do exercises, but that would be for like a more normal kind of physique, proportional physique, that matters. Right now, it would matter more for Amber to get her diet under control and maybe just aim to do little things that inspire more movement. So it's like I'm always saying with Roz, for example, like, get up out of the chair. Just use it as an excuse to get up. Just find little ways to include more movement into your day, into general tasks and things like that. Let's see you exercise, Rachel. It's called to failure. Does any other reaction channel actually laugh at Amber like she does? Yes. Yes, they do. It just feels so odd when Rachel does it. Yeah. I mean, there's quite a few. Yeah, better than her doing nothing. Yep. Rachel's an expert in everything, okay? Also, yeah, no, strenuous exercise is just more harm than good for Amber. More strain, more inflammation, more appetite. Yes, I agree. Just some basic ways to increase movement in the day to help support the muscle and therefore supporting the structure of like the bone and the tendons and everything else. Absolutely. And focus on getting the diet right. Then as the diet is right, as more weight comes off, then the exercise can start being increased.
And do 35 or more. Okay. All right, you guys. So I thought this
Okay, let's see if she did 35 or more the next day. Okay, before we watch the next exercise, we're going to see what she ate that day.
So
Hello.
This is everything I ate today in a calorie deficit.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. So for
The fuck
breakfast,
is that?
I made like a breakfast quesadilla.
Is that green? I wonder if I let her talk, she'll probably tell us, but that's green.
Yeah, I don't know. I used my last spinach wrap. I didn't know what to do with it because I don't really have anything for my normal wraps that I have. So in here I just have a serving of cheese, 2 eggs, some chicken. And this came out to 530 calories.
500? That seems like a lot, no? For that? Somebody comments, you need to look into high volume foods. That breakfast being 500 plus calories is criminal. That would never keep me full. Yeah, me too. But it's because there's not much fiber in there. So this is
Actually, I think she might be counting it properly for once. But yeah, I agree. It's a small amount for 500. If you're wanting to really feel full, there's more efficient ways to do that.
better.
So I
although
have
that, what has she done to that? That's fucking fried to fuck, whatever that thing is.
thin pork chops that I cooked in the air
Pork
fryer,
chops.
some asparagus. This came out to 343 calories. All right, you guys. So I have leftover lean beef and salsa from.
I am irked by the fact that Rachel keeps her cursor in the middle of the screen. I always feel so bad when I do that on lives and I catch it and I move it, but it's like right dead center. Just like, let's just leave that there.
From yesterday. Green beans, potatoes.
I mean, fine, cool. Like, I'm not going to be mad at that, whatever. And then she eats loads of snacks.
So that means I'm ending the day with, it was 1865, I think.
So Rachel just said, all right, fine, whatever. I'm not going to be mad at that. So that shows where her mindset is, though. She is exclusively watching Amber to basically rant at her. That's what she's looking for. And I don't necessarily think that's a wrong thing for a reaction channel to do. Like, that's if that's who you want to be, that's fine. Sorry. No problem with that. But it's who she's trying to present herself as is contrary to that. And I just find that interesting. Also being completely real, Amber would need some rest days for increasing her exercise daily. Progressive overload cannot just continue endlessly without rest days and eventually deloading. I agree. The way that I did it when I was trying to build my my fitness back up was I went for one day, like, on my elliptical. Like, I just went as long as I could, and I managed to do 12 minutes, which for me was disheartening. It really was. And from that point, I did that for 5 days of the week, and then I increased 10% to aim for, more 10% the next week. And then I do that for 5 days, and then the next week increase another 10%. And that's the, like, more graded exercise therapy kind of approach. I've found it sustainable, and you get to where you're going relatively quickly doing the 10% increases. But I wasn't in the condition that Amber is. Like, having said that, I was starting from a much, much healthier place than what Amber's at. So, yeah, I don't even know. This is why I say I would want a medical professional to be involved, because where do you start? It's so precarious, the situation that she's got herself into.
Yeah, see, I just don't think that's enough. She should eat like 2,500. She's less likely to be hungry. Let's watch the jumping jacks.
All right, you guys, welcome to day 2 of my bottom.
So I floated before, Rachel's role in all of this with the Emily thing and with the Amber thing and everything that's going on. Hello, Faye, welcome in. I have floated, like, is there some sort of humiliation predilection, or, like, I don't know, something along those lines? And I wondered if that, sorry, I'm having a chair wiggle, my chair is squeaking, something along those lines for Rachel. And now she's looking exclusively for the jumping jack videos. I don't know if these things are all interconnected. It's just things that stand out to me. At Amber's size, this summer would be hell. Oh, I've been seeing some of the temperatures you guys are getting. Absolutely awful. Yeah. Hello, Society. Welcome in. Oh, everybody knows each other. How cute. I love it. I love it.
Jumping jack challenge. I hope one day I can come on here and say that I can actually jump, because I can't. This is me going on my tippy toes. So my goal is to do the same amount of reps as yesterday or better. Yesterday I did 35. Let's see how many I can do today.
I've seen other creators saying this, but it just kills me, the sound of her foot unsticking from the floor. I think it was Jawbone who pointed it out, but now I can't unhear it.
So far we've dropped Hecticana, although that's not his name anymore, and Jawbone. I'm guessing that they're all still in contact with each other. I would even go so far as to guess that there is a Discord that they've now all learned is totally not private, so they're being very careful with who's in there. Hey Bella, welcome in. What other creators have talked about the squishy feet? I haven't really been watching, to be fair, I haven't been watching Amber content. I've been dwelling in the land of Roz. Baby butt soft feet. Aw, Vera said hi to me. What is Hecticana's? I was looking at it the other day. I'll see if I can locate it while we're watching.
Somebody comments, where's the jumping part? That was just a jack. I'm screaming.
Nothing Burger. The Nothing Burger YT is his new branding. And sorry, you've got whoops, no, wrong one. I'll get rid of my background. And yeah, he's just doing like body cam and some court stuff. But he's still got all his old stuff still there as well. So yeah, that's what he's doing. His subs haven't really shifted. Yeah, not much at all. So no, he just pivoted. But like I say, Studio Deets is doing similar sort of content now. So yeah, there will be a video on it eventually.
36.
So she makes out that she's breathing heavy while she does it, but then afterwards, when she speaks, she doesn't sound like she's breathing that heavy.
That's harder than it looks. I'm telling you guys, even if you don't need to do modified, try it out because...
Actually, to be fair, there's quite a few cuts here. I reckon she's cutting out her heavy breathing. Somebody comments here, my lymphedema swells when I exercise and move around too much. So the millions of doctors who tell their patients to exercise to help with drainage are a lie? Possibly.
It gets that...
Okay. We did just over halfway. And I need to start wrapping it up. So we're at 47:32. I will write that down. We're going to pick this up on Friday or Thursday, whatever time I normally stream. I'm writing it down. 47:32. Cute. Cool. But yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know what Rachel's doing. This is a very strange video for her to have come back to. Like, it's been a good 2 months or more since she's released a video, and then it's this kind of odd reaction content. When you think about the structure of what she's doing, where she's kind of like just jumping around on TikTok, it feels more like a live stream structure to me rather than an edited video structure. But also, like, she had said that she was excited to be coming back, and is this the kind of content that's exciting her? Is this, but the reality of what's happened, because in the historical deep dive that I've discovered, she was doing the splattergun effect of trying to see what would be her breakthrough, and she determined that Girl World was her breakthrough because the first Girl World video essentially went viral for her and launched her. Then after the whole React-Ageddon thing happened, she went back to trying different things again, and it failed for her. In her perspective, it failed, I mean. So now she's gone back to Girl World, and is this exciting her, or is she just doing it because this is what gives her the views? It's what gives her the money when she's not age restricted. Like, what's the motivation here? My advice to any creator would always be, do what makes you happy, do what interests you, do the videos that you would watch, because that is what's going to be more sustainable through, you know, the slow times that happen on YouTube, through the quote hate comments that you're inevitably going to get. And so long as you're doing something that is for you, it's going to be more rewarding, more sustainable in the long term. That's not what I think Rachel is doing, though. So I don't know where this is going to go. I'm really keen to watch that Paradise documentary, and yeah, we'll see what she does. We shall see. Happy dog caught alive. I'm glad you caught it too. It is dinner time, so I cannot stay longer. I apologize. What's Deet's been doing? You're literally just gonna ask, but you're too afraid to realize. It's literally the same. She's doing. Hang on. Whoops. Nope. Got there anyway. Literally doing the same sort of thing. So. Actually, no, she's not. Where did I get that from? Misinformation? Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's not Girl World, though. And the channel is still struggling. Still struggling. Even, like, we're starting to approach a year. It's been months. Months and months. Hello, Quirky. We're just finishing up. I always feel so bad when people just come in and I'm like, well, bye. But yeah, the only channel that is kind of continuing to grow is Jawbone, and Jawbone is still just doing what Jawbone has always done. So, like, you know, more power to him. Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for everyone who came in and all of the lurkers. I can see you all sitting there in the background. I really appreciate you. A big, big thank you to all of my mods for being in here and supporting. And thank you to the gifted memberships and super chats as well. I appreciate you all so much. And a big hello and thank you to my replay nuggets. But for now, that is all the clucks I have left to give. Stay golden, my little nuggets, and I'll catch you next time.